and welcome to Soul Babes Craft and Creations. I am Louise, and today is Sunday. And in my world, that means it's If It's Sunday. What is If It's Sunday? Well, in simple terms, it's anything that is not in its own already segment that I have been working on in the past, whatever length of time, week, whatever. Or it could be a craft hall of some kind, or could be anything and everything. Hence the reason why it's if it's. Now, lately, it's going to been about it. Well, it has been about knitting in specifically, and for me to be reacclimatizing myself with my knitting. It's been a quite a while since I was used to do knitting. Probably about 10 years or so. It's certainly prior to me learning to crochet. Um, I started learning to crochet 10.5 years ago. So prior to that I was knitting, but I didn't knit a lot. I just did the occasional things of when I was asked to make something, and I didn't totally enjoy knitting back then. Um, because I find it so slow, it was something that I did because I needed to do something, but didn't really want to be doing it because I didn't do anything else other than it. Um, Tried to find other things to do instead, but eventually came to crochet. But that's a different situation. Anyway, so currently what I'm working on is a scarf for my youngest son, and he has asked for a specific set of colours, which is yellow, orange, and red. Originally, he asked me to make a scarf in this colours, but without the green, blue, and purple that is in that ball. And I needed, I've only got one ball of that anyway, and I knew that I couldn't make a full adult scarf for out of one ball. So I knew I was going to need to get more balls, especially as he also wanted a hat and possibly gloves if I can knit a set of gloves. We will see. That may be something that's a little way down the line before I even think of attempting that. But I knew I had to go and find, and I couldn't get any more of that particular one from where I got those from because that particular shop has closed. So unable to get that one anymore. Well, certainly from where I got that one from. So I went looking on Wool Warehouse and tried to find something that was equivalent. And this was what I found, which is the Wendy Giggles DK yarn. It's 100% acrylic, it's a 100-gram ball, and happens to be the colours he wants, which is the yellow and orange. And although this is coming up as hot pink, it is actually much redder than that. It's much darker red. It is a hot pink, but it's a darker red than that. Um, this is how much I've. This is still my first ball at the moment, first skein of it. So, um, This is what I'm currently using, and this is how far I've got. And I'm using 5mm needles, and this is where I was last time, and that's how far I've done now. Is up to here. Um, I am finding I can get a bit more done. I'm enjoying it more this time now. Um, I am finding I can get more done in the same time limit. I'm limiting myself to about 2 to 2.5 hours a week at the moment because of all the other things I am currently making. So I'm limiting my time on that so that because I need to concentrate on the others first. Once those are finished, I can then put more time to doing other things, especially as I'm now getting people asking me to make them scarves and hats and that, seeing what I'm doing. My grandson has asked me to do him a hat and scarf set for next year, for next winter, because every time he comes here, he has a hat that that stays here with us. Unfortunately, it's getting too small for him, so he's needing a bigger hat being made. And then there's others that are asking me to make as well, and I'm thinking, yeah, okay, I am enjoying this, but I need to get other things done as well. So I'm concentrating on them. So, anything else I need to say? Yeah, as it seems to be that I am just doing my knitting for this segment, and this segment, as I say, is meant to be for anything that hasn't got its own segment, including other crafts and hauls and other things and bits and pieces that aren't necessarily to do with my knitting. So I am thinking, as in a few weeks' time, I should be finishing my blankets that I'm making for my Tunisian Tuesdays. Um, there, there's not many more stitches left for me to draw. Once I finish drawing them, the ones that I've currently got, that will be it. So I won't be drawing any more for the blankets. So I will complete the blankets, and that's it. They're then ready to be sent to charity, whichever charity I end up sending them to. Um, and I am thinking of continuing the Tunisian Tuesday, but I have noticed on um, Lynanne's channel, Nina, which is Nina's Knots Crochet, and Michael's channel, which is MDL Crochet, some things that I would like to make that they do is Tunisian. So I'm thinking, yeah, I could do that. But as I won't be selecting each week what stitches and whatever else to put in it, I can do the pattern, and I'm thinking of sort of every other week. So one week will be Tunisian and one week will be knitting. So I might do a segment on a Tuesday which will have my knitting in there on a Tuesday, opening up my Sunday back to being able to do other bits and pieces in it. So that's the plan. That's what I'm thinking of doing. It may be a few weeks yet before that happens because I've still got at least a few more weeks. I think I've got I think there's at least 8 more weeks of drawing, and then once I've finished doing the drawings, it's then putting the blankets together, which I have one that's ready to do, and then the one that I'm currently doing will need to also be put together. So, yeah, the plan will be to do that is in the pipeline in the next sort of few weeks. So, with that all being said, we will leave it at that. And thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Love and kindness to everyone. Bye for now, and I'll see you all soon.